guys, welcome back to the channel for another episode. We are going to do today one of our series we were calling Quick Tunes, just to give you guys some ideas of what bikes make what horsepower and what quick little things we did tuning wise to get there. We have here the brand new Kawasaki ZX4RR. This is not the R, this is the RR, so believe it or not, it's a completely different bike. The customer installed a full exhaust system. As you can see, they left the side fairings off for us, so we had easier access. We're gonna go ahead and put it up on the dyno. We're gonna just make some quick air fuel changes and give them a full tune. We'll show you guys more or less what we did without giving away our secret sauce, and we'll show you what this little puppy makes. Stick around, boys. All right guys, so we went ahead and de-restricted the throttle. So as you can see here in the throttle map, it used to slowly rise to 100% throttle and then it would drop down. That's why you see all the blue squares. I added and brought it back up to 100% throttle. So there's no restriction. I also sped up the 100% throttle and got it going faster. That's what we did so far. That's the throttle valve map restrictions that you hear so much about when it comes to these bikes. There's also engine braking control, there's wheelie control. We can do lots of stuff. On this particular bike for this particular gentleman, we're only going to focus on timing, de-restricting, and getting his fuel map. So then as you can see here in our timing map, we went ahead as well, and as you see all these color changes in the blocks, we de-restricted the timing restrictions as well to make the bike flow a little better. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add some rev limit to the end of this bad boy. So we'll get the RPM limiter going a little better, a little longer. We're gonna go ahead and turn the fan on a bit earlier so it stays cooler. We're gonna disable a few sensors on the bike. There's a top speed limiter, obviously we're gonna disable. Now you can disable whichever sensors you like. We're gonna disable the ones that we particularly wanna disable for the dyno tuning experience here. And then there's obviously a fuel map, which is the main one we're going to address, but we're going to address that on the dyno. Right now I'm just doing some miscellaneous changes to get it ready. We'll say get it dyno ready. So yeah, stay tuned guys. We'll get this bad boy up on the dyno and we'll see what she actually does. Okay guys, so we did a little base running here. Now keep in mind we did our main changes already. The customer actually called in and asked us to make some changes to his quick shifter kill time as well, so we went ahead and did that. But that's a sidebar. Like I said, we never touched fuel in the beginning. We just did our static changes, our timing, all that stuff for now. Our base changes, we'll call them. So as you can see here in our graphs, it's a bit lean, down low, and then it goes a little all right, then it goes a little bit rich. So we're looking at the graph. I'm not going to get into explaining the graph, but ultimately we're looking at the graph, looking at the leanness, then looking at a little leaner, a little rich. Like we're looking at the changes, and we've went ahead here in our tuning software, and we've made changes, adding fuel where we needed, and taking away fuel as well where we needed. And we will see what the differences we did made. To give you an idea now, peak power was 65 horsepower. So, well, and again, that's SAE smoothing 5, which is the champion way. No nonsense trying to get big numbers, foolery. So 65. We're gonna go ahead and run it again and make some more fuel changes afterwards. We'll film that as well for you, and we'll see how much more we can get out of it. Okay, so after we did our first set of fuel changes, we went a little bit more. So we went from 65 horsepower, now we're at 66. And we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna look at our graph here, we're gonna add some fuel, remove some fuel where we need, and we're gonna make some more changes and see what we can get out of it. Okay, after that last set of changes, now we got it up to 68. So we're at 68 and a half, and the line's getting better. As you guys can see, we're getting along the line where we need to be. Smooth out all these peaks and valleys and play with the timing a little bit to get rid of the rigidness, but we're getting there. So now we're at 68. So let's keep fooling around and see how much we can get out of it. Okay guys, so we're all done with this bike. We ended up getting it up to 69.71, so basically 70 horsepower if you're a stickler. Just goes to show you what this bike makes with the right air fuel ratio, a little minor tuning and minor de-restricting. This is not a track bike, this is an everyday street bike, so we're focusing on reliability, smoothness of throttle. You get what power you get when you target the right air fuel ratio. It's not a race bike, so we didn't take risks and squeeze every little bit we could have. If it was a race bike, we probably could have got a little bit more if we were running the wire thin. But this thing made 69.71, so basically 70 horsepower. Solid, clean, street tune, ready to have some fun, reliably, safe, motor running optimally, no nonsense tuning again, SAE smoothing 5. That just goes to show you what it makes. So 70 horsepower was the final number, and as you guys can tell here, it doesn't look like it's some crazy expensive exhaust system, just your off-the-shelf typical. I don't know what brand it is, unfortunately, because there's not a marker on it, so I can only assume it's one of the cheaper ones, but it still made 70 horsepower. Now I opened up some other files of some other pipes we did with Hindle and Akrapovic and other brands, and they were around the same or less. They were 68, 67, 69. I think one of them touched 70 point whatever, but 70 horsepower, solid street bike. And get a ZX4RR underneath you and take it for a rip. It is by far the most impressive little rocket ship you can get anywhere. Like, there's videos of these things eating leader bikes on turns everywhere in Mulholland. These things rip. If you can get one, get one. That wraps up Quick Tunes for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please help us out by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel, and we'll keep the content coming. As always, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.